Welcome to a short explanation of Delta's BOT model. What is BOT? Well, the first thing to state is that it is not outsourcing, which we believe is a very bad option for SMEs. It's having your own development center, your own team, but located in a low-cost region. BOT stands for Build, Operate and Transfer and is a proven methodology. Delta has years of experience in implementing the model. In fact, every single major software company operates an offshore development center to help reduce cost, but also because of the availability of qualified staff, which in some regions is a real problem. The BOT model allows smaller firms to gain the same benefits. So what are the key features of BOT? Firstly, it's important to emphasize that when you make the decision to reduce your company's costs through BOT, the Delta team will do everything you need to set up your new team. They'll work with your brief, but the creation and delivery of the project will require minimal effort on your part. Secondly, quality is paramount, so we ensure the staff are well qualified to work within the management structure and to deliver excellent software. So could you be the ideal client for BOT? Well, if you're a small to medium-sized software company who currently does all or most of your software development in high labor cost areas, the answer is probably yes. You may be hesitant because of concerns over quality, lack of control, etc., and I hope we can address some of these issues in this presentation. But can you really afford not to examine a solution which delivers such significant cost savings? Remember, every single top 100 software company does it. Can you really ignore the additional profit? In the past, as the market was becoming established, mistakes were made. Unrealistic promises were made, and inexperienced managers did not deliver. But the lessons have been learned, and in fact, a good percentage of our work involves turning around older, non-performing centers. So, can you benefit from BOT? If you are in legacy systems, mainstream or enterprise applications, mobile apps, startup stage, or with a major upgrade to perform, the answer is yes. Plus, if you have significant support infrastructure, you may want to consider locating some or all of your systems offshore. So what is provided with this BOT model? Well, firstly, as the name suggests, is build. This includes everything required to get the unit set up and operational, select buildings, install infrastructure such as telephone, internet, etc., employ staff, and put in place the administration and legal framework, basically create a turnkey operation. Next is operate. This includes management support both at base and in India, setting up processes, training and support, quality and productivity control, administration, and all the services and transition support you would expect from experienced management. And finally, transfer. This stage comes when you're ready to take over the full control of the unit. Delta hands over a fully operational team, supplies transition support for up to 3 months after the transition, and can provide recruitment services to help find local management if required. Some of the common questions we get asked include what's the minimum realistic size for an offshore team, and we believe it can be as little as 5 people. In fact, even with this small team, typical savings can be £150,000 a year, so it's definitely worth considering. Again, I stress that these are your staff with all the reassuring control and confidentiality that entails. Another common question is what is the time commitment, and we believe it'll take up to a year to get a typical larger unit set up, operating efficiently, and ironing out the communications and cultural issues, fine-tuning the number of staff you actually need, and delivering code and ready to be transferred. Of course, most clients are receiving code within 3 months, but all the other things can take more time. Therefore, we recommend a 1-year contract. With smaller teams, we can do a 6-month term or operate on milestones such as team size in place, SLAs, etc. We'll always try to be flexible. Now, the important question, how much will it cost and how much can I save? Well, as in all these things, every contract is slightly different, so let's look at a real example which will give a good indication. In this case, it was for an experienced Microsoft Dynamics AX team. The offshore salary was £9,600 per person. You'll know what your local rates are, but in the south of England they're around £40,000. Infrastructure costs in India were under £5,000. The Delta management fee can be fixed or a percentage, but in this case was at a UK lower level management rate and included the Indian team and a UK-based Delta liaison manager, and it delivered cost savings of 70%, which is typical. These are real numbers, so if your development budget is £1 million, you can expect to make savings of £700,000, so you can see why every large software company does it. So can you really afford to ignore offshore teams? It's the only way software companies can make significant savings without any real impact on performance. If you've got more than 5 potential offshore jobs, you should really consider it. To sum up, there are potential huge cost savings for your company. You can have development support or managed services teams offshore. They are your own resource with the skills you need. That's fast, flexible time sales to get operational. The experienced Delta team are there to support you from the beginning to delivery and transfer. The Indian operation can work business hours to suit your needs, and finally flexible team sizes with even small teams offering significant savings. Hopefully you will feel that BOT is worth considering for your business, so please do contact us if you would like to discuss your situation.